What's up, everybody? How you doing? Doing all right? Good, good, good. All right. It's the 1st of October, and I know some of y'all are gearing up for this potential hurricane that is going to be showing its presence these next 4 days. And, once again, it's one of those proverbial ant and grasshopper moments. They're going to be banging the gongs. Of course, you're supposed to be prepared, and you're going to see a lot of fear mongering going on too. And I really believe what we're seeing is change. That's right. You might not realize it now, but you'll come to understand that the actions that you've done beforehand, in the past, moments ago, you're starting to see the seeds rustle in your life. Some of y'all are starting to place your feet, take that step to reflect, and you're starting to be more analytical on the desires that you wish to come in fruition. And I commend you for that. But I also know, too, this is a time of uncertainty. I know that right now, you're starting to see some things that are starting to get under your skin. You're starting to scratch your head proverbially and starting to connect the dots, and you're wondering what and why you're seeing the things in your reality play out. I'm a firm believer, y'all. I keep trying to convey this to each and every one of you. Nothing happens by chance. Nope. See, the moment that you decide to take stock of your life, you'll start to see a directional change in your environment. That's why I always make a point to convey to each and every one of you the energy you put out is the energy you go receive. See, that is one of the reasons why spiritual storms exist. Yes, that's like a proverbial hitting the reset button in your life. It causes you to take stock of where you are at that moment. And unfortunately, a lot of times it's in a period of difficulty because we have to look at all the works that we've done. But just know this, if you are in your valley, your life is about to change with or without your consent. If there was things connected to your life that you know that shouldn't have been there, you'll start to see a lot of confusion and conflict directed to that. You may see this in your alignment with the people that you have in your circle, or you may see it in the environment of where you make your money. There's a reason. The reason is to prepare you to claim your life back. And I think right now, this unsettling feeling that a lot of us have felt in the past or even now, that's your spirit letting you know that, hey, it's time. It's time to claim you, to get back on one. Because, see, if you don't invest in you, you can't expect your environment to do the work for you. It's nothing but a reflection of what already exists. So it's very important what you're waiting on. Hmm? Some of you don't even realize that the moment that you take that proverbial first step, some people, we know it as walking by blind faith. You'll start to see that the things that you may not have known about can't walk with you, can't hold on. You'll start to see the proverbial masks come off. See, what's happening is this. Anything that is not authentic can't align itself with the things that are. So that's why it's very important for you to strive to be the best you. You will start to finally understand that that peace of mind that you've longed for, that clarity that you've desired, you're closer to it than you think. But what is dividing you now is that fear. So yeah, the devil's a liar. And the devil's going to try to throw every emotion, every doubt, every fear at you to keep you in place. hmm But guess what? You know what's on the other side of that fear? Your breakthrough, your clarity, your peace of mind. I know some of y'all have been longing for so long to just have a peaceful night of sleep. And you're wondering, when am I going to be able to just be still? You can be still the moment you decide to claim it. See, no one will ever see your experience like you. Just like change. You don't need permission from anyone. That's something you control. That is nothing but free will. So, you want your dreams to be your reality? Take the first step by claiming you by taking that first step. And you'll see, because I really believe, just like the proverbial hurricane, the hurricane is going to do what it needs to do. But haven't you noticed when we have climatic weather, all the things that were built up on top, they get blown away, they get shifted, and what is tried and true is revealed. And that's you. That's you. And when you decide to look at it from that perspective, not only will you start to have the peace that you've longed for, but you'll actually see how beautiful and unique you were all along. Yes, let me let me throw this out. Some of you may be going through a shifting of your friendships. Some of you may have seen and heard things that have been disappointing and unsettling. Let me tell you something. You know God is a custom tailored God, right? You do know that, right? Why you think you see and hear and experience your experience the way you're doing it? You're not crazy. That's just the Heavenly Father using what He needs to get your attention. But if you just look at it from a literal stance, He's just showing you that you're loved that much. So yes, you may find some things unsettling. You may discover some things through disappointment. But even in disappointment, there's a blessing in it. But you can't see that blessing unless you're still. You're I'm telling you, trust what is happening. Everything that you need to fortify your legacy will come to pass the moment you claim you. Now, I'm going to say this because I understand it's more easier said than done. For those who are going through emotional challenges in regards to your friendships, your bonds, and your connections, even with your family members, the harmony that you long for in your heart will come to pass when you make a dedicated position to love you more. So what I'm saying is, stop allowing your environment to guilt trip you to do certain things. Come on now. If it don't feel right, it's because it's not. And most likely it's some things in the waiting in the winds that are unseen, that you know nothing about. So, oh, and with that being said, just the proverbial sense of this. You know that beautiful word, LOVE? We already know that's an extension of God, right? Because God is love, right? So, guess what? If it's purely given, you can't kill it. You can't kill love. You can't. All it does is transform. I think that needed to go out to somebody. So, if your bonds are severed, if your bonds are being challenged, I want you to do this. No matter what the circumstances is, you have to forgive. That's right. You have to forgive them. Forgive yourself. Take stock in your position in your life. Because you got to remember, you have a part of it. And sometimes, I got to throw this out here too, what you may be witnessing, a breakdown, a betrayal, a disappointment, are nothing but ripple effects spiritually of lessons that you contributed to. So what I'm saying is you may be seeing something that is playing out in your life now that you have done to someone else. Some people know that as karma, but that really is nothing but divine intervention. It's to make sure that you got the message, you learned the lesson, you got the wisdom and insight from the experience on what you need compared to what you want. That's just validation. So don't trip on that. Learn from it. And if that bond is intended for your life, don't worry. Don't worry. You will see him again. I had a conversation with somebody the other day. And some of you can relate to this. See, when you take a position to show love and it was given purely, you planted a spiritual seed in that person's life. They will never forget you for that. That's why when it is built off of lust, they run like hell. That's how it is. That's where that divine intervention comes into play. So don't worry. I know right now you're seeing things play out, and you're like, I'm gonna never see those people again. Let me tell you something. Your experience is still being written every moment you take a breath. So guess what? That right there just tells you you can change. Only thing you can't change is death. So long as you are here on earth, it is your responsibility to define your life. They don't want to be in your life. Don't stand in the door. Let them go. Let them go. And you keep focusing on you. That doesn't make you selfish. That means you see your self-worth. I know that needed to go out to somebody. Do not compromise your self-worth to keep someone in your life. That's why I say an opportunist is only a person. Opportunists will never show you them true selves until they're exposed, because they use your uncertainties as a means of advantage. So guess what? You're stepping into your life. You're coming home to you. You're speaking your truth. You're grounding your feet, and the clarity is coming. Why you think you're seeing what you're seeing right now? It's to validate your existence. Isn't that what all in all maturity is all about? Where you were yesterday is not where you are today. But the decisions you make today are going to impact the person you're going to become. So you have a lot at stake. You have a lot at stake, y'all. So remember, there are going to be many people that are going to want to know your life story. But only a chosen few will know your legacy. So define it. God is praying for you. You know I am. I see your worth. And for that, for that, it helps me discern mine. Don't hold on to that fear. You may come to realize what was intended was only being delayed. I think they need to go out to somebody. So don't trip on the environment. You'll see. You will see. They always come back. It's just God's intentions on when He wants you to see it. You're worth it, y'all. Love yourself first. Place God in front of all you do and watch how your life changes. Love to hear from you guys. And by all means, with this weather we got these next 4 days, please be careful. If that phone call can wait, let it wait. I think that the people that genuinely care about you would rather for you to see you here than hear about something happening. Okay? Stay blessed. Bye.